Hey guys, this is gamercal playing the Pokemon trading card game. I do apologise again for this taking absolutely forever to come out, but I think with the way the ROM hack went, we can kind of see why. Anyway, this is a mutation deck, which is my grass and water deck. The idea being it's grass and poison, really, but it's all the Pokemon from the first generation that were kind of mutant stuff. I mean, I guess you could maybe say Magnemite Magneton could have counted in here as well if you were being pedantic, but then it would be a free level deck and it would just be, no, too much. So yeah, we're going to use Grimer and Muck for the stuff. It's the only one with a power in this deck, and it's to block out other powers. I don't know. The idea basically is just to use these two and have Gyarados because Magikarp mutates to da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Lapras is just Lapras because I need something tanky to start with, I guess, and Lapras is probably better than Kangaskhan in this deck. So yeah, there's a few energy removals and Gust of Wind is pretty standard. I've got Revive in here, and the logic behind Revive is that I would hopefully be able to use it on a Magikarp should it get knocked out or if I discard it, so that I can get a slightly easier way of bringing Gyarados out, I guess. So I don't have to rely as much on Magikarp for it, because it doesn't have a lot of HP. So, you know, 30 HP is not an awful lot, so it's there and we can take advantage of it, hopefully. Do I have any mail? I forget. Yes, I do. I have 2 lots of mail. Inheriting cards. Yeah, well, I should have looked at this last time. I forgot about that. It's basically a stall deck, as we saw. Whatever. And we got a Cells Laboratory pack for it. Hypno would have probably been kind of useful because it's tanky, it does a bit of damage, and stuff is good. But then again, his Psychic Resistance means he'd do nothing to them, and blah. Kinda sucks, but that's what happens. And yes, we did indeed try to build our own deck and cards and stuff. Yeah, this is the standard way of building things, is to have a 3-2-1, but usually if you can get away with being a little bit laxer on that. Nowadays, a lot of decks don't run that sort of thing. It tends to be the same number of stage 2 as stage 1, or even lower number of stage 1 to 2 because of rare candies and stuff. But yeah, 14 basics and da-di-da, that's a little bit high, the energy count there. 20 is the maximum that I think you would have, just because of the trainer cards. You know, trainer cards are much more useful, so whatever. 2 booster packs, heck yeah. Mystery, da-di-da. Alakazam's actually kinda cool, I guess. I don't know, it's something I should probably make a deck on, and I just haven't for some reason. But oh well. And Electrode, not that useful, but I guess if you could somehow get free lightning energy on it, it has energy acceleration. It's about the only card in this game that does have energy acceleration, but for such a high cost, totally not worth it. But yeah, that is something I forgot to do before, and thankfully have not forgotten to do now. So let's go ahead and beat up some fire dudes. We could probably go straight for Ken if we really wanted, but of course I don't. We're just going to take on these 2 on the left hand side just now, I guess, and that's gonna be great. So, fire time, let's go! This guy has Anger Deck, which also includes Mankey and Doduo for some reason. I don't know, he's just weird like that. But yeah, this dude is gonna get himself beat up by nothing because I have no energy. Okay, so what I think I want to do with this hand is probably put Lapras out first. Then put these guys down. I'm gonna trade away one and Professor Oak the other, but I don't know what I'm gonna trade away yet, so we'll see. And I'm going second, of course, because we can't restart this LP without going second on the first turn. That's just, yeah. So yeah, he's got Rattata as well. I don't know why, but he has no energy either. This is quite useful. Gust of Wind! Don't really want a Gust of Wind just now, because Growlithe is kind of weak to Lapras, so there's no point in Gust of Winding. So let's see, if I trade away Coughing, because it takes 2 energy, I can get myself Magikarp, which will be useful. He does play Gust of Wind though, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful of that, and I think I'll just Professor Oak away the rest of these, because I need an energy, so it's kind of obvious to Gust of Wind away. Not even Gust of Wind, but to just like trade away stuff. I can Computer Search another energy next turn, so I will be able to KO this Growlithe in 2 shots, which is good. It's nice to get this sort of thing down fast. He plays the Flames of Rage Arcanine. Oh, that's not quite so positive. Yes, that is definitely not quite as good as I would like. What to do? I could ditch Coughing and revive. Yeah, let's ditch Coughing and revive, and get myself out of water energy. And because Growlithe takes 2 energy to attack, and so does Arcanine, I think what I'm gonna do is Gust of Wind to the Raticate, because that Raticate is pretty threatening, and I'm gonna try and get Confusion on it, which I do get. So now his most threatening Pokemon at the moment is confused and is not going to hurt me very often, which is pretty good. I do have to be careful of Super Fang if he gets to use it though, but now that he's done damage with Bite, it doesn't really make a difference. So let's start getting Coughing going, because I have Wheezing in hand, and now that he is confused, Water Gun is the obvious choice to do, because it does a bit more damage. If I get another Water Energy next turn, then it doesn't matter if he hits himself or not, because I'll kill him off. But the fact that he has hit himself means it doesn't matter what I draw now, I can still kill him, which is good. Conveniently, Computer Search is what I draw, but I'm not going to be playing that, because I need the other cards in my hand. I mean, Wheezing out now is good because I'll get 20 damage plus poison chances. Poison is always good, and I forgot I had to flip the coin there actually. I don't know why I'm using Confuse Ray apart from just to be a dick and do the 10 damage that's needed to kill. I don't know, that seems kind of wrong to be honest, but oh well. I guess that's what I've decided to do. Okay, Bill, Water Energy, if you would please, that would be very nice. Muck. Muck is not a Water Energy, but it'll do, I guess. I could charge up Grimer, I've got enough Grass Energy to do so. I do want a Water Energy next turn though, because that would let me KO Doduo from here. That's why I've used Water Gun instead of Confuse Ray, is because I want to be able to kill this thing off. I mean, Lapras is probably just going to win this game by itself, because it's going to tank every hit possible, but I would... Hallelujah! I really like the way this game thinks sometimes. Haha, yes, I definitely wanted that, because now I can one-shot the Rattatas as well. So basically, he's in a very, very tough spot here. I don't think he can do very much. Yeah, he computer searching into something that isn't useful. That is a dumb idea, guy. You are stupid, and seriously, what is your problem? Why did you do that? Well, I'm not complaining too much, although it just means Lapras is going to take everything on here, because there's nothing he can do. Even if he was to get something going here, it's just, yeah, there's absolutely nothing. But, it's kind of dull just using the same Pokemon. I mean, I've set up the other two, so let's go ahead and just use Muck, because why not? I do get the poison off, so actually I did the same amount of damage as I could have. Oh wow, I did the right amount of damage needed to kill, and yay, I guess. I don't know, the deck doesn't exactly do a whole lot of damage, but there is poison and confusion and everything like that, so it's quite a nasty deck. It's just, unfortunately, it doesn't do a whole lot of direct damage, I guess. And this guy gives evolution packs, which is pretty awesome, I've got to say. Machamp is good, as we've seen before. It's capable of a lot of damage, and that's always nice. Jolteon is very flippy, as we've seen, but it can also do a lot of damage, which is nice as well, I guess. And unfortunately, Lapras kind of just beat up everything there. I suppose that's what happens when you fight these guys, but Then again, he didn't even have weakness that much with that. It was mostly Dodoros and Rattatas and stuff, so it wasn't as if I was playing to the water weakness with Lapras there. Okay, we've got Grimer and Magikarp and not a whole lot else. Grimer can attack for a colourless energy, but I would rather just use it as fodder to set Magikarp up. Again, I've got to be careful because I'm pretty sure this guy plays Gust of Wind. But still, this is the best option, I think. And I get to go first for a change, that's good. Huh. So, what to do with this? If I was quick, I could probably set Gyarados up in 3 turns. Professor Oak is likely to give a water energy, and even if it doesn't, I'm likely to get computer search as well. But having said that, it might be better to just have Grimer do some damage and stall out with Nasty Goo. I don't mind about getting Tails at the moment, because Growlithe takes 2 energy to attack, as we've seen already, so it's not a big deal. Especially if he's not going to charge it up. Charmander, though, could be nasty. Gust of Wind is a tempting option on that thing. And you know what, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that Charmander out just now, because I do not want him setting up too much with this thing. Just get some damage off, hopefully get Gyarados going pretty soon. If I get a water energy next turn, then I'm going to evolve it just so that it doesn't die. Because I mean, come on, 30 HP on that thing is just not good at all. He could one-shot it with Charmander. So seriously, and wow! Every time I've said, hey, let's have a water energy in the next turn, this happened. This is fantastic. So Gyarados is pretty much going to clean up house here. There's not much to be said about it. It's gonna kill everything. Charmander is like never gonna survive, whatever. It doesn't matter if he evolves at this point, it's still going to die. Because Gyarados kind of does a lot of damage. So, yeah, that happens. So let's go and not retreat again. You can retreat Gyarados if you have 3 energy on it, but seriously, why would you do that? The problem with Gyarados, apart from the fact that Magikarp has basically no HP, is that Gyarados takes only water energy to attack, which means it's extremely vulnerable. Yeah, if you have energy removals and stuff against it, it's very, very vulnerable. It can't use double colourless energy to attack. So, unlike Dewgong, it's not as easy to set up. However, that said, it has more HP than Dewgong, and it has a resistance to fighting, it's always a good plus, and it also is weak to grass instead of lightning. I have no idea why, but it is, and it's weird. But it's grass weak, not lightning weak, which means that it doesn't clash as much with Blastoise's lightning weakness. That said, I still think Dewgong is the better partner because Seal is much more durable and Dewgong can use double colourless energy, which Wartortle can use as well, so you can have high damage. Hey, Kangaskhan, nice. But you can have really high damage going on turn 2 with Wartortle hitting for 40. So I do think Dewgong is the better play, but it does leave you completely wide open to Electabuzz. So, I don't know. I guess it really depends on how fast you can set Blastoise up. If you can get Blastoise consistently on turn 2 or 3, Gyarados is probably the better play. I don't know why I'm going on about this though, but yeah, that's basically going to be it for this one, I think, because it's 2 games done. We can do these 2 next time, and from there we've basically just got the Grandmasters to play. So this has been gamercal playing the Pokemon trading card game, and join us next time where we go ahead and take on these guys, I guess. Get ourselves the last medal and good times will be had.